Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast here on the Solano College Sports Network as we bring to you Solano Community College women's volleyball. As the Los Medanos Mustangs travel to Solano Community College to visit the Solano Falcons in what should be an outstanding matchup. I'm Greg Poff. I'll be bringing you all the action tonight here on the Solano College Sports Network. Both these teams come into tonight's game at the top of the Bay Valley Conference. Solano still undefeated in conference play. They are 9-0. Los Medanos, with just one loss, they are 10-1 on the season. And both these teams in their last 10 games, both 9-1 on the season. In fact, neither of these teams have lost a set since October 6th. Los Medanos dropped 2 sets in that game, so should be an outstanding matchup. First place in the Bay Valley Conference is on the line, and we'll be right back with all the action here on the Solano College Sports Network.
If you have an interest in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether it's behind the scenes or on camera,
then this is the class for you.
Class is held every Wednesday from 1:30 to 4:30 in room 121 alongside the library building.
For more information, contact Greg Poff. That's me at solano.edu.
we hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
it's more than just sports. It's an education.
All right, we're all set, ready to get this match started. Should be an outstanding match. Solano handled Los Medanos pretty handily the last time they played. They won 3 sets in a row, 25-16, 25-17, 25-12. But since that time, Los Medanos has been really hot. As I said before, Los Medanos coming in, winning 9 out of the last 10 games. So expect them to push the Falcons, and this could be an opportunity for Los Medanos to finally get a set from the Falcons. Haven't dropped a set in Bay Valley Conference play. All right, so action underway, and that's going to be a point for Los Medanos. Right off the bat, they take the lead 1-0. So back to serve now, Ashley Dixon. Keep your eyes on her. She's a big hitter, comes in with 154 kills on the season. Hits that one into the net. That'll tie things up. So the ball will go back to the Falcons, and now Michaela Johnson back to serve for the Falcons. Up at the front, you got Rollins, Castro, and Greenwood. That serve into the net. So point back for Los Medanos. Now going back to serve number 7, Ayana Burnett. Sophomore for the Mustangs. Mustang team, good balance between freshmen and sophomores. All right, so the ball is over. Rollins got it. Smith is just going to pop it over, and Los Medanos can't come up with it. That was Burnett trying to get the dig, but popped it in the net. That'll be a point for the Falcons. And so now Mia Pimentel will go back to serve for the Falcons. She's got that low line drive, just gets over the net. Los Medanos sends it back over. Set by the Falcons. Greenwood, little tap. Good defense by Los Medanos. Set again, and now Greenwood puts some mustard on that one. Good job by Los Medanos keeping it alive. Set by Horder. No, she dumped it over, and Los Medanos not expecting that little dump shot by Horder. Good decision. Point for the Falcons, 3-2 now. Falcons in the lead. Pimentel going back for the serve. All right, serve over, and Los Medanos can't handle it, knocks it out of bounds. Falcons now up 4-2. Falcons trying to get a little momentum going here early in the first set. Pimentel now with the service over. Dixon, good job digging that one up. Set, and that's into the net. Another point for the Falcons. That was number 2, Malaya Salinas, trying to get the point there. Just didn't get up high enough, hit it into the net. Pimentel with the serve. Dixon gets it up. Rhodes hits that one over for the Mustangs. Horder, Rollins, point. And if you've been listening to our broadcast, that Rollins kill shot, boy, she has been effective. Leads the Bay Valley Conference coming into tonight's contest, 194 kills. Pimentel gets a serve over. Los Medanos, the set, over. Ruala with the shot, Horder to Rollins, little tap shot, nice touch, drops in. Good decision by the sophomore. So Pimentel's got a little mojo going on the serve. Falcons surge to a 7-2 lead, and Los Medanos will take a timeout now. Head coach there for Los Medanos, Lou Panzella, now in his 6th season with the Mustangs, and he's done an outstanding job. Longtime high school coach, coached at Antioch High School from 1988 to 95, and then to Deer Valley from 96 to 2015, coaches both men's and women's volleyball. And he's done an outstanding job at Los Medanos. As I said before, he took over in 2012, finally got the team to a winning record in 2014, and last year, 2016, the Mustangs won their first Bay Valley Conference championship. So the timeout over. Falcons up 7-2. Pimentel still with the service. There you get a good look at Mia. A little more loft on that serve. Dixon gets it up. Over to Wilder. Knocked over by one of the Mustangs. Pimentel with the set. Horder knocks it over. Falcons fighting to keep, Mustangs keeping it alive. Greenwood, little touch again, dumps it in. Like the decision there by the freshman. Another point for the Falcons. Falcons up 8-2. There you get a look at number 4, Greenwood. And now Pimentel back to serve again. Little loft there. Good job by the Mustangs. Rhodes knocks it over for the Mustangs. Now a set by Rhodes. Rollins knocks that home. Another point for the Falcons, up 9-2. So Pimentel still serving. That's 7 in a row for the freshman. Oh, finally knocks one into the net. So service now will go over to the Mustangs. And looks like Samantha Rhodes back to serve. Good sophomore, big hitter. Just gets over the net. Rollins, block back, number 4, Nuru Boone, getting her hands up on that one. Point for the Mustangs, now 9-4. Favor of the Falcons. Rhodes back to serve again. A little more loft on that one. Pimentel gets it over to Horder. Horder sets it, Rollins, and blocked back by Boone. Number 4 doing work at the net for the Mustangs. That's 2 in a row, 9-5. Look at Boone right there, number 4. Wild, just move over here just a little. Get your hands up. Now we're ready. Keep doing that. Horder with the set. Greenwood blasts it at Boone. That one, Boone to hand off her wrist. Falcons get the ball back up 10-5. So Eliza Rollins now back to serve. Outstanding server. Knocks it over. Dixon gets it up. Wilder with the set. And that was 4, blocked by Falcons, but doesn't get over the net. Point for Los Medanos. There you see Dixon, number 12, and then Greenwood, 4. And now Malaya Salinas with the serve. Just a freshman. Just gets it over. Hoarder with the set, and that's knocked back. That was Charlene Abuda trying to get that over. Couldn't see which of the Mustangs it was, but somebody got a hand on that, knocked it back over. So the Mustangs doing work at the net, trying to get back in this, only down by 3 now, 10-7, still in the first set. Salinas again with the serve. Oh, nice spot there. Rollins trying to dig it out of the court. Couldn't do so. Another point for the Mustangs. So 10-8 here in the first set. Salinas with the serve. Rollins to Hoarder. Gets that to Abuda, into the net again. Abuda's got to get a little bit more lift to get that thing over the net. Salinas got it going with the serve here. 10-9 service. That went into the net, hit the tape, back over. But nice little run by the Mustangs. So now coming back to serve, Fran Ruolo. She's the libero. Knocks it over. Dixon, Wilder. Over for the Mustangs. Back to the Falcons. Johnson just knocks that over. Big hit there by one of the Mustangs. That was Salinas. Now to Johnson. Good job by the Mustangs. Good defense. Back over to the Falcons. Hoarder with the snow. She dumps it over. Almost gets it to drop. Good hustle by the Mustangs. We got a rally, folks. Here it goes to Johnson, and it's blocked, but out of bounds. Point to the Falcons. So the Falcons up by 3, 12-9 now. Ruolo back to serve. Good effort by both teams on that rally. Here you get a close-up of Ruolo. And the serve ticks the tape, but gets over. Set, oh! And just out of bounds by one of the Mustangs. Another point for the Falcons. Falcons now up 13-9. Ruolo still serving. Knocks it over. Wilder with the set. Big hit by Dixon, but knocked back over by the libero, Fran Ruolo. She's going, I'm not done serving yet. Give me that ball back. Falcons up 14-9 now. All right. Falcons trying to create some distance here. Serve over. Wilder with the set. Oh, block back. She dumped that over, and then that was Abuda getting it back over, but ball comes back over to the Falcons side, and that's going to be a point for the Mustangs. 14-10 now in favor of the Falcons. So now Sofia Clavito, the libero, going back to serve. Just a freshman. Gets it over to the Falcons. Hoarder with the set. Johnson tries to knock it over. Mustangs keep it alive. Back over to the Falcons. That's going to be too long. Point for the Falcons, now up 15-10. So now Jade Hoarder will serve for the Falcons. Hoarder, just an outstanding player. Tons of assists, over 500 coming into this game. Not bad at the service line as well. Knocks that over. Mustangs fighting to keep this alive. Wilder just gets it back in play. Castro, Mustangs back. Hoarder sets it. Johnson, little tap in. That's going to be a point for the Falcons. 16-10. Just getting started. First set. The two top teams in the Bay Valley Conference going at it. Los Medanos knows a win tonight, they can share a piece of the Bay Valley Conference. Hoarder gets a serve over. Wilder with the set, block back. I think that was Abuda up there. Point for the Falcons. So that's going to be a timeout. I believe that was called by Los Medanos. And so they'll talk things over. So the Falcons up 17-10, as we've mentioned many times. The Falcons have yet to drop a set in Bay Valley Conference play. They come into this game 9-0. That's 27 sets in a row Los Medanos not too shabby as well. They haven't dropped a set in their last 6 games. Last time they dropped a set was in their match against Napa. That was on the 4th of October. So 2 of the top teams, 2 of the hottest teams in the Bay Valley Conference going at it. So far, Solano able to fight back and keep some distance in the score. Los Medanos has cut it to 2 times once the Falcons took the early lead. They're trying to fight back in this one. All right, we're ready to go. Horder all set to serve. Low line drive, gets it over. Wilder with the set, comes back over. That's going to be long. I think that was Ashley Dixon, just a little too much mustard there. Another point for the Falcons. Falcons up 18-10. Got to get to 25 to win the set. Horder still serving. Horder set, and the serve. Little loft on that one, little lollipop serve, gets it over. Dixon sends it back, Horder, then Rualo. Johnson knocks that off one of the Mustangs. They fight to get it over. Good job by Johnson keeping that alive. Back to the Mustangs, set by Wilder, and good job by Abuda getting over to tap that one. Now the set, Johnson, but knocked that one into the net. That's going to be a point for the Mustangs, so 18-11. Now, Erica Wilder. Oh, little too powerful on that one, but it dropped in. I thought that was going to be long, but caught the tape on the back line. That's going to be a point. Wilder retains her serve. So 18-12. There you see Coach Darla Williams. Wilder set. And the serve just gets over. Horder with the set. Castro tries to knock that one home. Mustangs keep it alive. Back over, blocked by Abuda. Good work at the net by Charlene. Abuda, number 15, gets a point there for the Falcons, now 19-12. Now Michaela Smith back to serve for the Falcons. Smith set and the serve. Sends it to the back line. Wilder with the serve. Knocked over by one of the Mustangs. Set. Rollins knocks that one. Dixon, good job trying to keep that alive, but couldn't handle that. Good job by Johnson. Point for the Falcons, 20-12. Falcons need 5 more to get this first set in the books. Get that streak to 28 sets in a row. Smith set. Knocks that one into the net. Little bit of a mishit there. So ball back to the Mustangs. Ashley Dixon now back to serve. Oh, had some power on that, but just a little wide. That'll be a point for the Falcons. Michaela Johnson now back to serve. There you see Fran Ruala coming out. Johnson with the serve. Wilder. Rhodes knocks that one, but that's going to be in. Point for the Mustangs. All right, so the score now 21-14. Los Medanos hanging in there. All right, so now Ayana Burnett, the sophomore, back to serve. Gets it over. Rollins just kind of gets that one over the net. Rhodes tries to smack it home. Good job by Rualo keeping it in play. Castro goes for the winner. Good defense. Knocked back by Mustangs. Now over. Rollins gets it over. We got a rally. Gets through the block of Greenwood. I think somebody was in the net. That's going to be a point for the Falcons. So one of the Mustangs going fishing there. Got caught in the net. Point for the Falcons. 22-14 now. So Pimentel back to serve. Wilder goes and gets that, gets a set. One of the Mustangs gets it over. Here goes to Rollins, and she's going to knock that one home for the winner. 23-14. So Pimentel back to serve. Needs 2 more. Dixon, Wilder, little tap over by one of the Mustangs. Oh, Horder, little reversal there. Rollins going with the set. Horder trying to bang it home. I think they need to go back to the other Horder, then Rollins. That seems to work out a little bit better. Point for the Mustangs now 23-15. So Samantha Rhodes back to serve. Knocks that over. Rualo to Horder to Greenwood. Point. Set point coming up now, 24-15. So Rollins back to serve. Set point right here. Rollins set. And the serve. Wilder with the set. And that's going to be knocked in. That was number 4, Nuru Boone. Able to get that over. Knocks it off one of the front hitters for the Falcons. And so now going back to serve number 2, Malaya Salinas. Some work to do for the Mustangs, down 24-16. Need to get something going right here if they want to pull this set out. Salinas gets it over. Falcons having some trouble there and can't get it over the net. 24-17. Coach Williams going, what happened there? Salinas set. And the serve into the net. That'll do it. Set point for the Falcons. Win the first set 25-17. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back with the second set right after this. All right, we are ready for the second set to get underway. And you probably noticed in the first set, I was missing my broadcast partner, Gabby Silva. Gabby can't make it tonight, but now I'm being joined in the broadcast booth by Chris Savaglia. Chris, what did you think of the first set?
I thought it was a even matchup between both teams. Solano came out aggressively and capitalized on the serves. So this should be an even matchup right here again.
All right, well, we got things going here in the second set. Wilder served it for the Mustangs, but Falcons able to get that first point. Both teams switch sides as here we go into the second set. And there you see Destiny Greenwood coming in. So now at the front of the net, you got Greenwood, Rollins, and Abuda. And then back to serve Michaela Johnson. Wilder with the set. And Dixon knocks that one over. That's going to be a point. I thought that might be a little bit out of bounds, but one of the Falcons went to try to save it. Can't do it. Point for Los Medanos. All knotted up at 1. So Dixon knocks that one into the net.
Yeah, Dixon third in Bay Valley Conference in kills at 171.
Yeah, and she was busy in that first set.
Yeah, she was definitely one of the spikers or killers for
And
Los Medanos.
she also does a good job, too, at the back line. So Abuda served there.
Just like that.
Yeah, went and got that one. Good job by Dixon. Saves it back over to the Falcons. And couldn't see who knocked that over, but that's going to be a point for the Falcons. Might have been Rollins there. So 3-1 now. Falcons in the lead. And now Mia Pimentel back to serve. Freshman out of Bethel. Just gets that over. Wilder Set. Actually went over to the Falcons. This is going to go to Horder, and she's going to try to knock it in, but that's going to be a bit long. Point for the Mustangs.
Just out on that outside line.
So now you get a look at Sofia Clavito. She's the libero. Outstanding defender. Good serve there, gets it over. Oh, I spoke too soon, Chris.
I think just behind Michaela Smith right there in the back. Be a point for Solano.
So 4-2 now for the Falcons. Rollins now back to serve for the Falcons. Knocks this one over. Dixon, boy, she was going to get it, then made that decision to let it go. Ball is in. That point will go to the Falcons. Excuse me, Chris.
Nice play from Dixon right there.
That's right. Good decision by Dixon. Got the point. All right, so who's that point for? That's going to go to the I couldn't tell if Horder was in the net on that. Just tapped it over. Actually got her hand up on above the net. Just knocked that straight down. So 5-3 now. Rualo back to serve.
That'll be in.
So worked the first time, didn't work the second time. So Rualo now back to serve again. There you see Jade Horder. Rualo now just gets that one over. Nice serve, Wilder. Salinas tries to knock that in. Good D by the Falcons. Falcons get it back over. Now to the Mustangs, and that time Nuru Boone knocks it home. She's having a pretty good game, isn't she, Chris?
Yeah, how about that kill right there? That was probably one of the best ones we've seen all game.
Great angle on that hit, just drove it into the court. Really tough chance for any of the Falcons to get to. 6-4 now in favor of the Falcons. Salinas with the serve. Horder. That was Castro able to knock that one in. Man, good effort by, I think that was Tiana Rubin trying to keep that one alive, but to no avail. Point for the Falcons, now up 7-4.
Nice job right there from Castro. Good piece off the bench. She doesn't start, but she comes off the bench, provides, and that's all you got to do once you get your opportunity.
Absolutely. All right, Jade Horder, set. Oh, low line drive just gets over, and then Michaela Johnson tries to knock it home. Good job by the Mustangs keeping it alive. Rualo there, I think that was Johnson, knocks that in for a point. So now we get a chance to look at Boone there. She's been doing work at the net, now back at the service line. Better get her back up to the net. Knocks that one right into it. So 8-5 now in favor of the Falcons.
I think if Los Medanos wants the chance to win this set right here, they got to capitalize on their serving.
And as you mentioned before, that's one thing the Falcons did pretty well in that first set. And just to say that, Michaela Smith knocks that one out of the court, right?
She's been struggling a little bit here in this game.
I think we jinxed her.
She's had a few just over.
She's fun to watch, though. She plays this game with a lot of joy and exuberance.
A lot of energy. Spark plug to the team.
Wilder serving now for the Mustangs. Gets it over, and Johnson. Good eyes there. Just picked a spot on the court. Hit it there. Point for the Falcons. Now up 9-6.
Nice touch right there. Soft, but gentle.
Yeah, Falcons have been making good decisions at the net. So Johnson now back to serve. Dixon gets it up. Wilder back to Dixon, and she's going to knock that one wide. Point for the Falcons.
Looks like Dixon so far this game has had a trouble with the kills. It's like he's coming off the side of her hand. He's kind of taking a weird spin with the ball.
So Johnson knocks that serve into the net. Point for the Mustangs. Serve to the Mustangs. Ashley Dixon now serving for the Mustangs. 10-7. Nice serve. Hoarder. Greenwood, oh my goodness. She was floating above the net there. What hang time by number 4. She'll get to utilize that a little bit more in November when she's playing for the women's team in basketball. Two-sport athlete for the Falcons, Destiny Greenwood, just a freshman out of Rodriguez High School.
Showing the athleticism.
So Pimentel there drops that one. It's long. Point now for the Mustangs. And Clavito will go back to serve. Sophia Clavito, the libero, number 1 in the Bay Valley Conference in digs, coming into the game with 208. Good serve there. Porter with the set, and that's Rollins knocking that one home. Again, good vision. They're picking good spots on the court.
Now how about Rollins? All game, both sets so far, absolutely destroying defenders.
Yeah, she's a beast, isn't she? I mean, she really can get after it, very aggressive. Good serve here. A lot of talent on this Falcon team. There you saw Rhodes trying to knock it over. Good job by Dixon keeping it alive on the block back, but that time it is knocked in right down the side. That's going to be a point for the Falcons. That was out. So Rollins serving again. Falcons up 13-8. Sends it over. Dixon gets it up. Wilder with the set. Knocked over by Salinas. That was Castro taking the set from Hoarder, knocking it home. Boy, Hoarder does such a good job for the Falcons. Ton of assists, and man, it's like having a smorgasbord as far as who you're going to set to.
Oh yeah, I mean it's without a question, it's going to be Hoarder every time. 501 assists coming into this game.
Wilder not too bad herself, sets that up to Rhodes, able to knock it in. That's going to be a point. So good job by the Mustangs, hanging in there, down 14-9. And if the Falcons are going to drop a set in Bay Valley Conference, it's probably going to have to come from this team.
Both teams sitting at the top of the Bay Valley Conference.
Boy, Castro really doing some work at the net. Knocks that one right into Wilder of the Mustangs. Goes off her, point for the Falcons. Falcons up 15-9.
Like I said, making the best of the opportunity she has coming off the bench.
So Wilder, Salinas there. Falcons keep it alive. Johnson, Mustangs, knocked over by Salinas. Oh, Rualo, good job. Just a little too much mustard on that one. Good job by Salinas, showing some good power on that shot. Point for the Mustangs. 15-10 now in favor of the Falcons. There you see Salinas, freshman outside hitter, now serving. Wow, good attempt by the Falcons. I think that was Pimentel who initially got the dig to get it to Hoarder. Falcons just couldn't get that one back over the net. Another point for the Mustangs. Salinas with the serve. Goes to Hoarder. That's going to go to Johnson. She knocks it home. 16-11 now in favor of the Falcons.
The ball comes off Johnson's hands. You got to watch out. Better not get in the way of that ball.
She's got a lot of power in her lower body and really uses her legs well.
Her and Rollins, top 2 I've seen thus far.
Hoarder with the serve going cross court. And that was in. What a serve. Ace by Hoarder.
Salinas looked like it was going to go out. Took it and really frustrated with herself that it was in right there.
Yeah, Falcons on the serves, hitting a lot of stuff right at the lines, both at the back line and the sidelines. Order set, and the serve into the net. Point for the Mustangs. So 17-12. Now for the Falcons. New Ruboon going back to serve. See if she can get something going here for the Mustangs. Nope, hits that into the net. Point and ball to the Falcons. Now up 18-12. Falcons won the first set, 25-17, leading in this one 18-12. So Michaela Smith back to serve, the sophomore out of Vanden. Just gets that one over. Wilder goes and gets it set. Good job by the Mustangs, keeping it alive. Here comes Johnson, little touch. Good job by Clavito to go get it. Dixon tries to knock it home. One of the Mustangs knocks it over. Back to the Falcons. Here comes Johnson. Oh, good job by Tiana there to keep it alive. Number 9 for the Mustangs. Doing work on the back line. Back to the Falcons. Falcons keeping alive. Over to Horder. Rawalo just tips it over. Wilder, Dixon, that's going to be off one of the Falcons. That's going to be a point for the Mustangs. Mustangs had to work hard for that point.
Oh, really hard right there. Good rally right there, but Los Medanos came up on top.
So Mustangs, another point. Wilder still serving, 18-13. Low line drive. Rawalo fields it, goes to Johnson, into the net. Dixon, good job at the net. Point for the Mustangs. So now Mustangs just down by 4, trying to climb back in this one. They were down 18-10. They've had the last 4 points in a row. Wilder doing work at the service line. She's got that low line drive serve that makes it tough to get back. Sends another one over to Rawalo, digs it out. Porter. That was Rollins, knocks it long. Another point. Getting tight here, Chris.
Like I said, Los Medanos has got to capitalize on the serves, keep that momentum, and that's what they're doing right now.
So Coach Williams going to take a timeout, talk it over. Falcons still up by 3, 18-15. But Los Medanos, especially in the last or the middle part of this set, really starting to push the Falcons. And I think that's good for the Falcons because obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously, but chances are really, really good they're going to win the Bay Valley Conference. But when they get in the playoffs now, after playing some of the weaker teams in the Bay Valley Conference, you go right into the intense pressure of the playoffs, and you've got to be able to make that jump. It's going to help if they get pushed by some of these teams. Certainly Los Medanos has the ability to really push the Falcons and really make them compete at that next level.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, heading into the playoffs, you want to play your best ball, and Los Medanos is getting them ready for that. And that, like you said, though, I mean, playing the weak teams, you want to play stronger teams to get you ready for that.
So Los Medanos trying to do that. Wilder, another great serve, gets it over. Horder to Johnson. Mustangs able to keep it alive. Samantha Rhodes knocks it over. Back to the Falcons. Here goes Johnson. Oh, good job. Number 7, Burnett, trying to get up and get the block, but off her hand, drops in the Mustang court. Falcons finally get the ball back up 19-15. Johnson now at the service line. This is going to go to Rhodes. She's going to knock it in. That's going to be too long. Point for the Falcons, 20-15. Falcons picking up the intensity after that timeout. Johnson, nice serve.
Decided to go gentle with it.
Yeah,
Worked
took
out.
a little off that. Threw her changeup.
Yeah, definitely caught them off guard right there.
So 21-15. Falcons need 4 more to get this second set. Johnson with the serve. Greenwood blocks that over, and I think one of the Mustangs might have been in the net, might have been Wilder. Point to the Falcons. Falcons now up 22-15. Johnson with the serve. Wilder with the set. Dixon able to knock that home, get the ball back.
Wow, how about that kill right there from Dixon? That was scary.
Yeah, she's got some hops too. She gets up there, big swing, drives it down. Good shot by the sophomore. Now with the serve, low line drive, Rawalo, Horder. This is going to go to a Buddha, little lollipop, gets it over. Back over, and good block by Greenwood. Wilder tries to dump it over. Horder with the set. That was Rollins. Good D by the Mustangs. Got a rally. Horder dumps it over. Good job by the Mustangs. Back to the Falcons. Horder. Rollins. Dixon keeps it alive. Over to the Falcons. Horder. Over to Rollins and point for the Falcons. Los Medanos making the Falcons work for that one.
Great job right there from Solano. Los Medanos really showing their frustration out there on the court. Really, I mean, between sets, I can see a lot of players talking to each other, just, trying to pick each other up, get some momentum against this tough Solano team.
All right, here we go. Wilder with the set. Now to Horder. Rollins blocked back. I think that was Samantha Rhodes getting up there. And Rhodes coming in 125 kills on the season. Good block there by the sophomore. So point for the Mustangs, now down 23-17. Clavito, the libero, back to serve. Knocks this one over. That was two coming up to save that. That was Smith. Rhodes tries to knock it in again. Smith digs it out. Roalo just gets it back over. Wilder, Salinas, with the big hit. Malaya Salinas, the freshman. She came in with 154 kills, showing she can do some work at the net. 23-18. Let's see if Los Medanos can at least get this to 20. I think only 4 teams have got 20 on the Falcons in any set in Bay Valley Conference play.
Wow.
And 3 times it was Yuba. All right. Clavito set, trying to tighten this up further. Sends it deep, but that's going to be too long, out of bounds. Point for the Falcons. Set point. So Rollins back to serve. Falcons need one more to get this second set in the books. Rollins with the serve to Dixon. To Wilder. Boone knocks it over and gets the point. Just hit it to Boone. She's been by far the most effective point earner at the net.
She hasn't been in much this set, but like you said, she's got to be out there more for Los Medanos to be in this ballgame.
Tiana Rubin now back to serve. 24-19 in favor of the Falcons. Horder, who's she going to?
It's Castro.
Wilder dumps it over. Falcons ready for it. Oh, good job by Tiana Rubin to keep that one alive. So that's going to do it. Point for the Falcons. So Falcons pushed a little bit more, got that one 25-19, lost the first set 25-17, and we'll be right back for the third set. But let's throw it to our courtside reporter, Majanique Anderson, for an interview with a very special guest. We'll be right back.
Thanks, guys, and welcome to the Solano College Sports Network, your #1 source for local sports. And I'm here with men's basketball, Maurice, a.k.a. Moses Campbell. Maurice, so how do you feel about this upcoming season?
Oh man, I'm super excited. We got a game within a week, and season's about to start. It's right around the corner, so I'm just ready to go.
So how can you tell me, how do you prepare for your upcoming games?
You just got to put that work in. We practice hard every day, 2 hours. Me personally, I'm outside the gym, I'm putting in work. Anything I can, honestly. We got 4 coaches, so I stay in touch with everybody, and I just stay in the gym, honestly.
And Maurice, I know that you're the team captain of your team. So tell me, how do you get your teammates to gel together?
I mean, we gotta get to know each other first and foremost. This is a new year. We got pretty much a new team. Me and one other guy are returning. So you just gotta, just get to know your teammates, and it makes it easier to talk to them and, coach each other, because, we have that rapport. You gotta build that rapport, and just, encourage them and let them know that, we all here for the same reason. We all trying to win, we all trying to get better. So as long as, we on that same page and we both understand, it's real easy.
Well, Maurice, I wish you the best on this upcoming season. And back to you guys in the booth.
All right, we're back for the third set. There you get a look at RJ, one of the top players for the Lady Falcons basketball team. And now Michaela Smith getting ready to serve for the Falcons, up 2-0. Sends that one over. Wilder, who else with the set? One of the Mustangs going cross court, but knocks out one a little bit too long, Chris. That'll be a point for the Falcons. There you look at Michaela Smith. Whoa, mustard on that one. Sends it over. Mustangs keep it alive.
Rollins, the finisher.
You know, Chris, play-by-play can be easy at times because a lot of times it's just Horder, Rollins, point. Pretty simple. All right, so Falcons quickly up 2-0.
If only it were like that every time.
Michaela Smith, third service, knocks this one over. Low line drive. Wilder Rhodes, and that one's blocked out of bounds. Sibley's finally in for the Falcons. A big 6'1" middle hitter, outside hitter as well. Rhodes blocked that right into Sibley's there. Point for the Mustangs. Dixon with the serve right into the net. Ball back to the Falcons. So now up at the front, you got Sibley's, Rollins, and Greenwood. That's trouble for the Mustangs. Johnson back to serve. Here it comes. Blocked back by Sibley's. Coming back over. Blocked by Rollins, but that's going to be out of bounds. So 3-2 now in favor of the Falcons. Ball will go to the Mustangs. And now back to serve. Sophia Clavito, the libero. Knocks it over, and that's going to be in. Both Smith and Rawala kind of looking at that, looking at each other. In the meantime, it landed in. My mistake, Chris. That's you got to jump in and save me. That's where I'm missing Gabby. That's a point for the Mustangs. That got in. 4-2. Oh, Rhodes, or excuse me. That was Via Finau in. So we've got a couple big hitters coming in here in the third set. We saw Sibley's coming in for the first time for Los Medanos. And then we saw Via Finau, number 15, coming in for the Los Medanos Mustangs. So 4-3 now. Still in favor of the Falcons.
Here's that combo again.
And it looked like that time, I think Rollins might have knocked that off of Boone. So finally, Falcons getting one through to Boone. She's blocked a lot back for the Mustangs tonight. So 5-3, Rollins now back to serve. And here we go. Serve over, Clavito. This time it goes to Salinas, and that's going to be a point. She knocked that one off of Rollins, I believe.
Great job from Salinas right there. And if Los Medanos at least wants to win a set, they got to get Salinas and Dixon going. They're two of the top 5 in Bay Valley Conference in kills.
So Salinas now back to serve, gets that one over. Horder dumps that back to one of the Falcons.
Gentle touches. Falcons points it is.
Yeah, I think maybe one of the Mustangs might have been in the net. So Greenwood out, Sibley's coming back in. So now you got Johnson up at the net, also with Castro. Rollo with the serve. Mustangs, that goes off a Horder. Out, that'll be a point for the Mustangs. And even though Horder, I mean, she's in there primarily for her assist. She's a great setter. She's got some hops too. She can get up at the net and get some blocks as well. Very versatile player.
Yeah, she's got 40 kills on the season so far, so she's a little sneaky weapon, I guess you could say.
And she's not too bad at the service line as well. Good all-around player, the freshman at a rod. So Horder getting ready to serve. Knocks it over. Rhodes with the set that time. Salinas knocks it over. Falcons handle it. They go to Johnson. Good D by the Mustangs. Comes back, Rualo. Castro, Sibley's. That's going to be long. Point for the Mustangs. So now 7-6. Let's see if the Mustangs can push the Falcons a little deeper here. Lost that first set 25-17. Got a little closer in the second. Falcons won that 25-19. We're 7-6 here in favor of the Falcons in the third. Erica Wilder now back to serve. Sends it to Rualo. It's going to go up. Sibley's knocks it off the tape. And there you saw Vay Fanal couldn't handle it. That's going to be a point for the Falcons. Now they're up 8-6. So Michaela Smith going back to serve for the Falcons.
I think she was showing her frustrations out in the ball last time she was serving.
Yeah, she was smacking that thing. Oh! Kind of hit that low, thought she might get the spin off the tape and get that to creep over, but lands on the Falcon side. Point for the Mustangs.
This is where Los Medanos has got to use that momentum. They haven't led in a set thus far, so definitely got to get something going here.
Johnson sends it over.
Salinas.
Rollins. Little dump by Wilder. Oh, little tap by Johnson. Mustangs not fooled. Coming back, blocked back by Johnson. That's going to be a point for the Falcons. Falcons up 9-7. Greenwood coming in, the libero going out. Fran Rualo. Johnson set and the serve. Sends it to the back line. Wilder with the serve. Fanal knocks that one in, I think, into Greenwood, who blocked it back. Point for the Falcons. Now up by 3, 10-7. Johnson set and the serve. Clavito with the set. Salinas knocks it over. Back to the Falcons. Greenwood, little touch. Good job by the Mustangs. Keep it alive. Now Greenwood with the mustard, and that gets through. Touch didn't work. Let's go with the power. She smoked that one.
Smoking it all night. Greenwood's killing it.
Good look at Rollins there. Sibley's too. Jade Horter. And there you got Johnson.
Falcons' top 3 killers in the front 3.
A lot of talent on this team. All right, block back by Sibley's. Good job by the Mustangs keeping it alive. It's going to go to Sibley's again. She's going to knock that one out.
Just off the end of her hand, I think. Push it off to the side.
So point for the Mustangs. Now you got Boone and Vay Fanal at the net, along with Burnett. Served by the Mustangs. Horter, Greenwood.
Nice touch.
Back over to the Falcons. Horter sets that. Rollins, she's just going to knock it over. Goes cross court. Here comes Fanal, blocked by Greenwood.
Great job right there from Rollins and Greenwood. Just combining that wall over the net to push that over for a point.
And not only are these girls tall, but they're so athletic. All right, served by the Falcons. Pimentel. Back to the Mustangs. They get it over. Oh, Rualo and Pimentel trying to dig it out. Nothing but splinters there.
Nice touch right there from Salinas. Fooled everyone on the Solano right there.
So Salinas mixing it up a little bit.
And I don't know if you've seen it, but I think Salinas has been one of the few, if not the only, Los Medanos player to stay on the court on all sets. Her and I believe Dixon too.
Well, those would be the two I'd keep out there. Greenwood, somebody I'm keeping out there for the Falcons, knocks another one home.
I caught Dixon's side of the face right there, as you see on the camera. She's looking a little bit shaken up. Just a deadly kill right there from Greenwood.
Tough, though, shakes it off. All right, 13-9 now in favor of the Falcons. Third set. Rollins with the serve. Gonna knock that long. Point for the Mustangs. And I thought the Falcons struggled a little bit with their service game in the 3-set victory against Napa on Friday, doing much better with their serves today. Although that one was knocked out, and what a serve there by Salinas. Nice touch. Just got that thing over the net, fell right in front of a couple Falcons. Salinas, really fun to watch.
Oh, really fun. She's only a freshman, too. Good years to come for her.
All right, Salinas with the serve. Hoarder, Greenwood. Salinas keeps it alive. Now she dumps it over. Rawalo. Oh, that's going to be a point for the Mustangs.
Looked like a little in-betweener for Hoarder right there. Looked like she tried to punch it over, but Boone was right there.
Boone is tough at the net. Yeah, the Mustangs. And, you know, give a lot of credit to head coach Lou Panzella. He's in his 6th year, but he's really done a good job when he took over this Los Medanos program. I think they had 4 wins the previous season. And so slowly but surely finally got them. They had a winning record, I think, in 2014, made the playoffs in 2015, and then won the Bay Valley Conference Championship last year in 2016. And really what we're the Bay Valley Conference a few years ago, really, if you look at the top teams, Solano, ever since the head always in front of the Bay Valley Conference, but typically it was Napa and Yuba, along with Solano, the top teams, but you've seen a little drop in both Yuba and Napa. Coaching change for Napa certainly there is one of the reasons why, a little drop in the competitiveness. And then you've seen Los Medanos in the last couple of years kind of fill in that gap, taken over to where now you would consider them and the Falcons the 2 top teams in the Bay Valley Conference. That's really clear when you look at the record. They're a combined 19-1 against the rest of the competition. All right, so here we go. Falcons up by a point. Mustangs with the serve. Castro gonna knock that one out. Little too much mustard. All knotted up at 13 here in the 3rd set. Let's see if the Mustangs can keep this intensity going.
We don't see a tie score typically for Solano this far into the set, but as they take a lead right here.
And then they get it tied up. You've got your best player, Salinas, and it knocks it into the net.
That's unfortunate.
So point to the Falcons. Now they have the lead back, 14-13. Rualo set to serve for the Falcons. Sends it deep. Salinas to Rhodes.
Here's Dixon.
Porter tips it over. Mustangs are ready. Boone trying to knock that over. It's going to go to Johnson, and she's able to get it by the 2 big hitters, but Salinas keeps it alive. Back over to the Falcons. Hoarder to Johnson, able to knock that home. That went off of not 1 but 2 Mustangs, and still had some gas when it off the second one. Power by Johnson. Falcons up by 2 now, 15-13. Roala with the serve. Dixon to Rhodes. And that was a miss hit by number 4, Nuru Boone.
She knew it too. She knew it, shook her head after she hit that.
They got it to 13-13, maybe pressing just a little bit much. Falcons, 3 points in a row. Oh-ho! Jade Hoarder showing, hey, I may not have the height, but I got some hops, baby. I can get over that net, too.
Showing that athleticism. Got 11. She was stoked about that, jumping up.
Yeah, she got off the ground there. Good hops there by Hoarder. So Falcons, after the Mustangs tied it at 13-13, Falcons able to reel off the next 4 points and now take a 4-point lead, 17-13. So Panzella talking to his troops there. Don't give up hope, kids. Come on, you guys can hang with these guys. Just keep playing and don't try to do too much. Play within yourselves.
And do you think that maybe Los Medanos has done a little bit too much just because they're playing against the Solano team? You know, maybe a little bit of intimidated by the record.
Well, if they could, coming in, they win this game, they're tied for the lead in the Bay Valley Conference. So big game for the Mustangs coming in. All right, here we go. Hoarder, Johnson. That's going to be long. Point for the Mustangs, 17-14. Let's see if the Mustangs can at least get to 20 in this. Make the Falcons sweat just a little bit.
Make them nervous, make them work.
Boone, she's been trying to make him work the whole game and gets that serve over. Ruala had trouble digging that one out.
How about that one off the shoulder?
That was.
Dixon with the finish. How about that?
That was like a field goal that went right through Horder's two outstretched arms, but you only get one instead of three, right? So 17-15. Mustangs got it back to only being down by 2. And then the serve right into the net.
Just a lot of momentum killers for Los Medanos tonight.
All right, so Sibley's is going to scamper in for Pimentel. Horder back to serve. 18-15, third set. Knocks it over. Here come the Mustangs. Dixon, ho-ho! Good power on that one. A little too much for Horder to handle that time.
She's starting to find a groove right now. Looks like the formula for Los Medanos is Rhodes and then to Dixon or Salinas and a power kill.
Smack the tar out of that and hope for the best. All right. Mustangs down by 2. And then every time they come off a point, last 3 times that serve has gone into the net. As you said, Chris, hard to keep that momentum going. So 19-16. Michaela Smith. She's thinking, I'm going to serve this out. Knocks that one over. Clavito. Blocked back by Johnson, but that's out of bounds. Point for the Mustangs. So 19-18 now. Dixon back to serve. Let's see if they can get a serve over after winning a point.
Get something going late in this set.
Ooh, gets that one over. Horder, she's going to go to Johnson. Johnson gets it over, but the Mustangs able to fight back. Ho-ho, and that was blocked back by Sibley's. Good job by the Mustangs to keep it alive. Here comes Rollins, blocked back. That was Fanau up at the net doing work for the Mustangs. Blocked back. Again, the Mustangs. Oh, and it goes off of Dixon. Tough break for the Mustangs. Point for the Falcons. Now up 20-17.
And you just see after every rally that just seems to go to Solano's way, and you just see Los Medanos just hanging their heads every time.
Johnson with the service point there. So 21-17 now for the Falcons.
Too easy for Johnson.
Falcons 4 points away from getting their record to 10-0 in the Bay Valley Conference. Johnson with the serve. Clavito the set. Over for the Mustangs. Set by Horder. Rollins. That's going to be out. Point for the Mustangs.
Just out right there.
Rollins trying to go cross court, but a little too much power there. Knocks it out. Far side of the court. So now Boone and Fanau at the net. Served by Clavito. Gets it over. Horder. Rollins.
That'll be in.
That'll be in. I was waiting for the ref. Get your flag up, buddy. Come on. I'm waiting on you to make the call. Point for the Falcons. Thank God I got you in those young eyes, baby.
This is where Solano, 22-18, momentum on their side right now with the serve. They could put them away right now.
Pimentel with the serve. Horder. Ho-ho, Greenwood.
Wow.
Good job by Dixon to dig that out. Rollins blocked back. Great hustle at the net by the Mustangs. Not going anywhere in this game, 22-19. Mustangs got to get something going at the service line here. Tiana Rubin going back to serve now for the Mustangs. Pretty good crowd here, too, at the Solano Community College Gym. We like to call it the Falcons' Nest. Serve over. Horder. Greenwood. Mustangs keep it alive. Get it back over. Smith gets it up. It's going to Horder. Pimentel just going to dump it over. Clavito comes up. Whoa, Mustangs just couldn't get that over the net.
Looked like a little miscommunication between Salinas and Dixon.
So 23-19, Rollins going back to serve. Falcons looking for 2 points here. Rollins and the serve, sends it deep. That's going to be long, a point for the Mustangs. They get to 20. So 23-20 now. So Salinas going back to serve. That's probably who I'd want serving right now. See if she can get something going. Sends that short little serve. Greenwood, little tap over Clavito. Good job keeping it alive. But the Falcons able to knock it deep, get the point in. Now 1 point away from securing this match. Going to 10-0. Really securing first place in the Bay Valley Conference. Fran Ruala. Going to see if she can serve this thing out. And the serve.
Nice serve.
Clavito gets it over. Mustangs send it in, and
That'll do it.
that's going to be an error on the Mustangs. Boy, don't you hate to lose a match like that? But boy, got to give it up to the Mustangs. They really fought hard. They kept getting better and better. Finally dropped this one 25-20. But the Falcons, important victory. And really, when you look at the schedule, Los Medanos is the one team that might have the talent to come in here and knock off the Falcons. And when you look at the Falcons' schedule from here on out, Chris, after this victory over Los Medanos, they've got Alameda at home. Then they've got a doubleheader with Mendocino on the road against Laney and Marin. Then they finish off Bay Valley Conference play here against Contra Costa on the 8th. And they will have a final game against DVC, a non-conference game. But boy, big win for the Falcons. Now really gives them a 2-game lead on top of the Bay Valley Conference. And tonight, because we have an extra person here in the broadcast booth, we're going to be able to get an interview with the player of the game. Who do you think we should interview, Chris?
I'm thinking Rollins here for the Falcons. I mean, I think she's just a playmaker that sets the tone for this team. And obviously leading the Bay Valley Conference in kills. I think she showed that tonight against, one of the other top teams in the Bay Valley Conference. Just proved herself in tonight's game and did a really nice job.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would have to agree with you, but I think we're going to go with Jade Horder, and you know why? Also a good player, but she's in my speech class. Want to give her a little extra credit.
There you go.
So that'll do it for Chris and I here in the broadcast booth. Now we're going to send it over to Majanique Anderson for an interview with Jade Horder, our Best Buy player of the game, and we'll catch you next time.
Player of the game, Jade Horder. Jade, you did an amazing job tonight. So how do you prepare for games like tonight?
I just think about the assignments Coach Darla gives me and just translating it and putting it on the court.
After you made a block, you do this dance move. So can you tell me a little bit about that? How did that come about?
Honestly, it just happens naturally. All the adrenaline and all the energy just flows through my body. So whatever I can do at the time, I do.
And I know that you guys are going off to the state championship. So how do you plan to prepare for that?
Just taking every game, one game at a time, and just thinking about the assignments Coach Darla gives us and just sharpening it up.
And thank you for stopping by, Jade. And tuning out, thanks for watching the Solano College Sports Network. That's all, folks.
You keep telling me to make it, yeah, to the spot where we would stay lit, and finish bottles never wasted, yeah, cause that's where I'm from.
Hey guys, welcome back, and I'm your host, Majanique Anderson. I'm here with Rashad Tucker, point guard of the SEC men's basketball team. Rashad, so how do you feel about this upcoming season?
I'm feeling very good, very confident. We had a lot of new pieces this year, but that's not going to stop us. We got a lot of confidence, more chemistry this year. It's looking pretty good.
And what is your ultimate goal for this upcoming season playing on the men's basketball team?
Our ultimate goal is to win a championship, of course, but we, as a team, we're going to have to put in that work to do so. It's pretty much looking good. It's looking good from here.
And as a point guard, what would you say is your ultimate thing that you have to do to get ready for your games?
As a point guard, I got to focus on leading my team more, like film sessions. Like, we got to be able to put in work outside of the gym here at Solano. Like, we have to stay on it, keep our foot on the gas pedal 100% of the time. We're trying to get that banner, so we're going to have to sacrifice a lot.
Well, Rashad, I wish you and your team the best on this upcoming season. And thank you guys. Back to you guys in the booth.